Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today is February 7th, 2017, and it is experiment time. One of the most frequently asked questions on my channel is what is the double cup method and what is the advantage of this? So today I have two plants that are the same variety. This is my own personal cross that is the exact same size. I'm going to answer this question for you by doing this test and take you along so you can see the progress. As you can see, these plants are the exact same size. They started at the exact same time from the same seed pod. So these are very good candidates for testing. So let me show you what they look like so far. There's nothing here at the bottom, no roots whatsoever. Nothing. And this one as well. Nothing here. So what we're gonna do is wait until roots sprout out to the bottom before we start the experiment. To distinguish the difference, I'm going to label this. This is gonna be our control, which we're only gonna feed water. Sorry about the handwriting. And this is gonna be our bottom feeding with nutrients, so I'm gonna call this hydro. We're not going to do anything yet until they start to sprout roots to the bottom. So for the time being, I'm going to continue to water from the top and condition the roots until they come out to the bottom. Then we'll come back and follow up, and then we'll do our experiment then. So stay tuned. Alright guys, today is February 11th and it has been 4 days later. The plants are starting to shoot roots out to the bottom. Check this out. You see there? Just one tiny root. As soon as you see roots, they're usually around this size. So it is time for the experiment to begin. And once I start feeding these nutrients to the bottom, you're gonna see that this guy is gonna grow significantly faster than that. So let's test it out. Here's my nutrients. You can use whatever you like. Any water soluble solution will work. So let's start feeding our hydro plant, and the other one we're gonna leave alone. We're just gonna give it regular water. And what I normally do, because these were suggested by some of the viewers, is I'm gonna put a clay pebble there. That way it can give my root a little gap to move around. Here is a little nutrients for the plant. You don't need much, just about halfway to that pebble. And then when you put this back, the root will make contact with the nutrients and it'll drink it up pretty quickly. Alright, so here it is on February 11th. They are pretty much the same size, and in a few days you're gonna see that this guy is gonna outgrow that one. So we'll be back and check on it pretty soon. Okay guys, today is February 16th and it has been 5 days since we initiated the feeding. We can already notice a little difference already on the hydro plant as opposed to a control plant. And let me show you something very interesting. Because we feed hydro, the roots like almost like go into action and start going like crazy. So there's the root of the hydro. And then let me show you the root of the regular. See that? Really not much, just one there. And this one has just been getting water only. And the difference, as you can tell, the hydro just makes the root grows like crazy. And we'll come back in a few more days and I will show you the difference. Okay, today is February 21st and it has been exactly 10 days since we initiated the feeding. And as you can see, there is a noticeable difference between the two. The hydro plant is growing a little bit more. So let me show you the label. There it is. And that's our control plant. Okay, let me show you the root system. See all those roots hanging out? And it will continue to grow a lot more as we keep feeding them. So here's our nutrients. We're just gonna give it a little bit. And then you place the plant back. And then for my water plant, I do the exact same thing, except just plain water. Here's the root. It has less roots than the other. So this is what I usually do. Just give it a little water and then put this back. Okay, we'll come back in a few more days and I'll show you the difference again. Okay guys, today is February 28th and it has been 17 days since we started the feeding process. And as you can see, the plant on the right, which is being fed hydroponic nutrients from the bottom, is consistently growing much faster than the one on the left, which is grown in just plain water. Now the process works great because when you feed them hydroponic nutrients to the roots, it promotes much more roots to come out to collect the nutrients, and so the plants will become much larger quickly. Alright guys, today is March 4th and it has been 21 days since we initiated the feeding. And check out the difference. The plant that we have been feeding hydroponic nutrients has outgrown its competitor. So what this method is trying to tell you guys is that when plants are grown in these type of containers, they just don't grow well once they get to a certain size because they need some feeding. The container just doesn't have enough nutrients in there to sustain the whole cycle. So occasional feeding will help the plants grow faster. You can use soil method of fertilizing, or you can also use the hydroponic nutrients fertilizer. And the reason why I like the hydroponic fertilizer is because it's in a liquid form and it's readily available, and the plants can just go down and take it up immediately as you feed them. So you will notice that the plant drink very fast. So every day you really have to do that when the plants are this size, and when it takes in that much amount of water, it just grows a lot faster. So this one here, I just fed plain water only, and as you can see, it's struggling a little bit. Leaves is starting to turn a little yellow, and that's basically just, it needs to be fed some types of nutrients. And so all it's been getting is water, so it's just doesn't help the plant grow too well. So feed it hydroponic nutrients from the bottom and you will get results like this. So let me show you a few more. Look at the size of this plant here. That's what I've been doing for this plant as well. Let me show you a few more. All of these have been fed with hydro nutrients, and it's just grown like crazy. And let me show off one of my other plants that I'm entering in the contest, and this is the Bahamian Goat, and look how beautiful these things are. Usually you should only put one plant per cup, but I was a little lazy, so here is another one that I started later, but it's looking awesome right now. So this is one of my crosses. So try this method out. It works really well. I do this every year and have really good results. And every day you go out and do this, you literally see these guys grow. So they just grow so fast that you may think that they grow in front of your eyes. But it's a great method, and I've been using it for a while, and I just wouldn't grow it any other way. Alright guys, I hope this helped you guys, so try this method out and let me know how you like it, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave it below, and thank you for watching.